Namaskaram all of you. It has been a long time I have done a video based on Mridangam learning. Many of my friends and viewers are constantly or frequently asking me to do more videos on a regular basis. But I feel that if I am not convinced or if I am not interested on a content which I am going to share with you, I think this is not going to help you as well. So that is one of the reasons I am not very regular on doing these kind of videos. A couple of days back, I met one of my friend who actually asked me, what is dynamics in playing Mridangam? So we often say the words like dynamics, grooves, accents and all. So he was asking me what actually is dynamics. So I think it is very interesting to know what actually is the importance of dynamics when you learn Mridangam or when you play a cholle in Mridangam. Very simple term, dynamics is nothing but how loud and how quiet you are playing a stroke. I mean, it is actually kind of voice modulation while singing. So that the same modulation is very important in playing a cholle in Mridangam. It's not the playing method or the playing technique should not be like the flow should have those modulations. That is what I feel. Let's start with a very basic lesson which we can understand how the modulation or the dynamics can help you on communicating to the audience. For example, we begin the beginners start the lessons of Taniyavartanam like this is how a beginner starts Taniyavartanam or learn to play the Taniyavartanam. So here, if you add the dynamics, I mean, as I always say that there is actually a first part and a second part when you play any chord-wise or any nades or something. Let's say it is actually Purvangam and Uttarangam, the first part and the second part. So Purvangam split and the Uttarangam split can actually add the dynamics to the playing. If you closely observe, the stress which I am giving in the Purvangam and the less stress which I am actually giving in the Uttarangam is two different ways. That is actually I'm playing with the topi in the Purvangam, which is an open sound. The topi will be in the open sound and slightly more effort on the right hand. And in the Purvangam, and Uttarangam is the final, the groove, the mutaiba which I am actually playing is takadinatang kita takatari taka. There also I am actually giving more stress, which is again a kind of dynamics in playing. Here until this portion, the split between Purvangam and Uttarangam resounds in the way that actually it ascends. The sound will be quite louder in the Purvangam and slightly lesser in the Uttarangam. Then when you finish this group, very plain. On the plain note, we actually finish this groove. Takadina tang kita takadari kita tagadim. Takadina tang kita takadari kita tagadim. Takadina tang kita takadari kita tagadim. But if you add a variation in the same mutaipa, you can see how the dynamics change. Takadina tang kita takadari kita takadina dim takadina tang kita takadari kita takadina dim ta takadina dim takadina dim takadina dim. Look at the variations or the modulation in the sounding of this groove. This is one example of demonstrating a dynamics. And when you practice the padams, the basic lessons, same in ascending way of dynamics. It is kita takata, kita takata, kita takata, ta ta. The ta will have the prominence. Our idea is to give stress on the ta. So this is again a dynamic. This is one of the dynamics in playing the basic lessons. Again. Another interesting subject is that if you add a prefix or a suffix to the chollo you are actually playing, again it adds a emotion to what actually you are playing. A feel of the korve will, or the feel of that chollo will, it get enhanced. For example, if you that is in a nadai we are actually playing a chollo like takada dimita dimi takada dimita dim takada dimita dim tadimita takada dimita dimi tadimi takada dim tadimi takada dim tadimita dimi takada dim tadimita dimi takada dim tadimita dim. Add a suffix and a prefix, or rather prefix and a suffix. So the change is, initially I played just that stroke. The prefix and suffix is, that is, so while practicing, add this kind of additions before and after. The introduction to that chollo will have a prefix and a suffix. Kitataka is the prefix and tadimita is the suffix. Again, one more. Instead of playing the plain takateku tadingana tadim, instead of that So these are some small kind of explanations for the dynamics. So I hope this session will help you on improving more on dynamics while you learn Mridangam, and I'll come up with a different video whenever I get interesting topics. Till then, goodbye. Namaste.